Welcome back to another episode of the Isle Show, and we are figuring out the worst ways to die. And off top, if you died during intercourse and you still have and you're still erect. What else? Choking on like regular food, not just getting, but like on food. Um, that's all I got. But let's see what they say.
We want to give a that we are
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
make these videos. Thank you so much.
Inevitable. No matter how much you run, it's gonna catch up to you eventually. Now, there are some good ways to go out, surrounded by loved ones, or after you've accomplished everything your heart desires. But what are some of the worst ways to go out? Well, we put some on a survey and asked you guys.
Hi, I'm Hosa.
Hi, I'm Steven.
Hi, I'm Hart, and today
Hi,
we're
I'm
figuring out
Isle.
what is the worst way to die.
Okay.
Would you rather be the first of your family and friends to die, or the last?
First. Every time first. Because I'm not going to wait, hold on. Food. Last. Reason being, I like to be alone all the time. So it's like if I can go to a whole bunch of funerals, get some free food, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Of your family and friends to die.
Last, so my mom isn't sad.
That's
That's wholesome, but it's not just so your mom isn't sad. You're willing to take everyone you know. You will be the last of everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because that means I'll also be the saddest for longest, but that means other people aren't sad.
Oh, how wholesome.
What? Me too. I'm gonna choose that one too.
Thanks, host. We're gonna die together.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be selfish and say first because
Really?
as of like 2 days ago, my sibling count has been up to 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have a lot of family, so having to watch all that go, that'd be too much. That'd be too much for me. I'll be selfish. I'm going out first.
And so you can get to heaven and say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, give them all a good word, get them all in there. I'll be like, hey, yo, Jesus, I know this guy. Let him in. All right.
Do you think you can get referrals to heaven? Bro, what if you're like grandma who died when you were like 5 and remembers you as like a good person, like always smiling, being happy, you know what I'm saying, being real respectful, but then like your life takes a 180 and you become a King Vaughn? Do you think like since your grandma was up there for like 80 years, she can put like a good word in for you? You know what I'm saying? Hope so. Hope so.
Let's see what everybody else said.
Alright. Oh wow, it's quite even.
First.
Oh my god.
It's pretty even, but more people say first.
Okay. People would just rather end it, huh?
Yeah, look at these selfish bastards. All of them just out for themselves. How dare you?
Okay. Which lonely death do you prefer? Starve to death in a cell alone.
Ooh.
Slowly drifting through space with a full oxygen tank. Or adrift at sea. You will not.
I don't like being hungry. Damn. Space. Unless I find aliens, sure. But I have to die. You know what? Space, because more vibey.
Not be found.
God.
Yo, that sea
No.
one is rough.
See, here's the thing though. If I'm adrift at sea, can I speed up the process?
By drowning?
Yeah, no, or like drinking the water, like dehydrate myself faster.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like that's definitely like the worst of all of these. Like, send me in space, bro. At least I'll see the stars.
Okay, for me, I cannot pick 2 or 3 because I get motion sickness. So I'm gonna sit alone in the cell.
I don't know, I kind of like the sea thing because now I have options to like die.
I guess if you say so. Let's see who's correct.
Loophole!
Oh wow.
Slowly drifting through space with a full oxygen tank.
Oh.
Yes,
Why?
this is the best way to go out.
Why?
Yeah, you get to see all the planets. And you be like, you just goof off, just do a whole bunch of somersaults, just be weird.
Because you're literally in space. You die, but you're in space. No one goes to space. Only you, and you die in it.
I guess it could be pretty cool because you get to see the pretty skies before you die.
I also just looked this up. You would join the 20 people total that have died in space.
Yeah!
Literally, you get to achieve something only 20 people have done.
You'll be making history, yeah, I guess. So.
You literally make
That's
history,
not
bro.
good.
21st person to die in space. It's beautiful.
What
Alright.
the?
Okay, this is my favorite one right here. Choose your inhumane execution method. The Bull of Phalaris,
Oh,
the rack.
rack.
The rack.
Yeah.
So you got the Bull of Ferris, which is when you're put into a metal bull with a firelit.
I can break out of there. I can just eat through it. But I'm not game out. Cause you're like if you're short and you want to be like taller for one last time, sure, go crazy. But I'm like 5'9". I'm cool with my height. I'm going in that bull, bro. I'm cooking to death.
Underneath it and you burn are the rack, where they tie your arms and legs on two separate sides of a machine and pull.
Wait, what? I thought the rack was just boobs.
Nope.
Oh,
Less scary.
that's so much worse than I
Can't
thought
draw
it'd be.
those. You can't draw those.
I'm not gonna lie, both of these seem like very horrible experiences, but I'm gonna choose the rack because you would get like 5 seconds of like, oh my god, this is the greatest stretch ever, before like nothing but pain.
The Bull of Polaris. I don't want to be there. That's insane.
Who was the first person to die by that? Like, who was
The
like,
creator.
who, really?
Yeah, no, so the king who it was presented to was like, show me how it works. And he stuffed the guy inside.
No. Oh, that. Oh man, bro. I know what happened. That guy was banging the queen. That's why you don't be with married people, bro. Especially the king, bro. No matter how bad the queen looks, bro. Can't do it. Yeah, not do it. Dying to your own invention. Could not be me.
And he killed him.
So wait. So you're telling me this execution method was created and killed for making it?
How do we know that, by the way?
Yes.
And they just were like, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Rip, bro.
Bro.
He didn't deserve that.
No, it's crazy.
All right, all of this is horrible.
Yeah.
Let's see what the people say.
Oh,
What? Okay, first off, I don't think people know what that is, so maybe...
Nah, there is
What the
pictures,
hell?
bro. 53% say the Bull of Phalaris. Why? I mean, both are horrible, but like, fire
That's so
sucks.
much worse. Yeah.
Fire sucks.
Heart literally spitting facts right now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we don't know something about being pulled apart.
Guys, fire hurts if you didn't know that.
No, but being ripped apart also hurts hard.
Yes, but fire is scary.
I think we can all agree just dying sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Ooh. This is a thinker. What would you like after death? Heaven and hell, nothing, or reincarnation?
Nothing's already off the table because that would suck. Reincarnation depends. If I'm like a cockroach, no. But if I'm like the next billionaire, sure. And then heaven and the other place. That, man, have I been a good enough person for? Do I still can I get my referral? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Reincarnation might be tough.
Into animals, humans, etc.
For me, I'm an atheist. I want nothing.
That's fair. That's very fair. So as I guess the Christian in the room, this is like really hard to answer. Part of me wants to be like heaven and hell because like, oh yeah, of course I want that to be real because that's what I live my life for, right? But at the same time, I got a lot of homies who don't believe in Jesus.
Who?
You know them.
Where? I don't see him.
So it's like by picking heaven, that's what I would want. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go there. But then a lot of people I know aren't aren't gonna be there, and I don't want to doom them to such fates.
What about reincarnation? Like, would that be pretty cool?
No.
I kill a lot of bugs, so
Oh, God.
I wouldn't want to be one.
Yeah, what happens if you get reincarnated as something not a human?
It just happens over and over again. You die, you come back, and you could be human again.
I'm good, bro. I don't want to do all this again. This is complicated.
Yeah, shit's stupid.
I'm gonna say, God, I really don't know what to say here. Steven, what do you say?
Nothing. I want there to be nothing.
That's fair. I'm gonna say nothing. I hope-
Man, nothing is so lame, bro. I mean, just nothing. Bro, you can't go to heaven, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, what would you actually do in heaven? I don't know. Like, watch the world burn or something, I don't know. Then you go to, like, the demon. You go to, but I don't cuss, so I'm not gonna say the word. Let's go with the Devil's Playground. You go there. I'm pretty sure, I know that's where all the fun people are. Like King Von, you know what I'm saying? Probably all my favorite rappers are going down there. But heaven sounds better. Heaven is better.
hope Jesus doesn't get mad at me for saying that, but I would prefer for none of my homies to be burning. So
Aw.
let's see. What do other people think? Oh, majority
Reincarnated.
reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
What?
I'm telling you, it'll be pretty fun.
Bro, I don't want a freaking RNG roll every time I die on whether I'm gonna be a cricket or a snake. I'd rather just die. Alright, well, that's the questions. Y'all's final thoughts?
People are more welcoming of death than I thought.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, it's inevitable, bro. Why be worried about it? It's gonna happen anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
Huh.
Everything dies eventually, just like this video.
Hold on. That is it. This video. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me the worst way out of everything said, or tell me what do you think? What you think is the worst way to die? I personally think it's from busting a nut. I can't die busting a nut.